There's more than one way to shatter a backboard. Yeah, what's happening, 808 gang? This your boy Q Rocker, 808 Kicks, back with another video. Today, we about to check out my very first full, complete, from start to finish custom done by yours truly. Before we get into the custom, I really like if y'all subscribe and make sure y'all tuning in to episodes of the Shoot Dog Podcast. We're dropping weekly on Tuesday, 1 p.m. EST, that's Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. GMT, that's London time. Me and my boy TJ, we coming hot and heavy every week with topics, jokes, sneaker, court of public opinion. Hey man, Shootout Podcast, we one of a kind, with our segments, with our takes and our opinions. Y'all join the conversation, man, every week on my channel, on TJ's channel, Love Kicks Custom. Y'all make sure y'all follow the bro for sure. With no further ado, so y'all know I did a review on the Jordan 1 Electro Orange when it released. Actually, it was an early review. Shout out to Retro Rick for that early review. However, I was not satisfied with the color blocking on that shoe. I do not own a pair of shattered backboards, either one of them. I did have the shattered backboard 3.0, but I sold it the same day that I got it, because once I saw it in hand, I just didn't appreciate that manila or sail or cream midsole outsole. I really didn't like that. The uppers with the trash bag, like wrinkled patent leather, I didn't mind too much. The color blocking I love on the uppers, but as far as that midsole outsole, it just turned me all the way off. So I got them out of here. However, I solved that problem for myself with the Electro Orange. We ain't got to go through the whole box and paper spiel. Y'all already know what it is with that. But here we have the Jordan 1 High OG Shattered Backboard 4.0 NRG top 3 straight to the toe 808 Kicks edition right here. These, I'm really surprised on how good of a job I did with these. And y'all gotta bear with me for a second. I did record some footage of me doing the custom, but I had no idea at the time how much work it was gonna actually take to complete this custom. I put in about 6 hours of paint on the first shoe, and in the middle of painting the first shoe, after stripping the paint and everything from the spots where I thought I was gonna be painting up, because I originally wanted the whole shoe to look like this. But as y'all can see on this left shoe, I kind of went with the original shattered backboard look, but I left that toe white. So it ended up turning into an NRG top 3 type of custom. So on the right shoe, we got the shattered backboard 3.0 color blocking, a bread royal shadow type of color blocking, orange on the toe, orange swoosh, orange heel and collar. But if you swing it around to the other side, we got the shattered backboard 1.0 color blocking. Same thing on this other shoe. However, the 1.0 color blocking is on the lateral side. I left the toe white, and if you swing it around, we got the 3.0 color blocking on the back and on the swoosh. The main reason why I wanted to do this custom is because it came with the white midsole with the orange bottom. Now, I didn't try to do a color match and all that, because this is my very first custom. And if y'all know the Electro Orange, y'all will recognize those tongue tags, and also the insole is from the Electro Orange ones. I had the shattered backboard 3.0, came with orange bottoms. no matter what color the midsole was, the midsole could have been black for all I care. Black, sail, cream, whatever. Had the midsole been whatever color and the outsole been orange, like the electro orange, I would have kept that shoe and it would have been in my rotation. And I believe this was before I actually started my YouTube channel. I can't remember exactly, but I didn't do a review on that shoe. As soon as I went and picked it up, I went out and got rid of it to a guy, a young dude, I can't remember his name, but I know he wanted that shoe for the toe. So I gave it up to him, man, for a really good price. And I just waited. I waited. I was always telling myself, I'm not finna pay that super high premium price to get an original shattered backboard, whichever colorway, whether it been home or away, 1, 2.0. It was just out of my price range. So I decided to go ahead and try my hand at doing a custom. And it was a lot of work. For those that have never done customs before and y'all thinking about it, it's doable. Now, I am a creative person. Let me say that off top. If you're not a really creative person or a patient person, trying your hand at custom work may not be for you. In doing this, I made a lot of mistakes. I had an idea change in the middle of doing the custom, so I had to then go back and do extra work that I wouldn't have had to do had I had this original idea off top. Like I said, my original idea was to have it all just black and orange with the white and orange bottom, because I like the color blocking on that 3.0, and I haven't seen anybody do a shattered backboard 3.0 custom off of the electro orange. I have seen, shout out to TJ and also shout out to Cam, Love for Kicks. Y'all make sure y'all go follow him on IG. He's a dope customizer, one of the bros, one of my selected brothers, brother from another mother, along with TJ at Love Kicks Custom. They both helped me out with advice. TJ actually sent me the vinyl that I end up using for the Wings logo on both of these shoes, because if you don't have the steadiest hand, which I really don't, I feel like I developed some skills as far as the steadiness of my hand while I was doing this custom. I probably wouldn't be able to go in and hand paint the Wings logo. So TJ sent me the vinyl that I used to fill in my Wings logos, or they just would have been orange. And the custom really wouldn't have been finished truly, to be honest with you. Shout out to the bros for helping me for sure. Like I said, in the middle of the custom, I changed my idea and I wanted to go with a top 3 style. As y'all can see, I was able to accomplish that. I had to repaint this toe box white, and I had to repaint this lateral panel as well as this medial panel white, because my original idea was to go all black, and I stripped both shoes of the finishing with the Angelus D Glazer before the idea came to me, and I had to go back in with white paint, which I didn't think I was going to need to do outside of laying an undercoat on the black, because on the electro orange they come with black swooshes, and I wanted to paint them orange, so I had to do a white undercoat, a base coat, to make sure that the orange was going to come through. If not, I was going to have to do multiple layers, and I still had to do multiple layers, but laying bright colors, or any color for that matter, on top of black is much easier if you do a primer or a base coat of gray or white, or maybe a brighter color of whichever color you want to lay down. When it comes to the detail work, Angelus D Glazer I had to use to strip that top coat off of it. All shoes have factory finish on it, whether it's matte, gloss, patent, or high gloss, or whatever. When you buy a shoe from the store, it has a factory finish on it. So you have to strip that factory finish off before you lay down any paint, or the paint is not going to adhere the way it needs to. So I made sure I followed the steps correctly. I watch a lot of customization videos I have for years. I went with Angelus because most of the people that I watch use either Jacquard or Angelus. The bros, Cam and TJ, both use Angelus. And I bought a set, actually a starter kit. Came with 5 brushes. They let me select 3 different colors of paint. So obviously I chose black, white, and tangerine. I didn't do no mixes on nothing. I just went with the tangerine, and when I was looking at the colors to select, I didn't want to go with regular orange. They had a couple other variations, but to me, in the bottle at least, that tangerine seemed like the orange that I needed, and in fact, it was. So I came out lucky with that, in my opinion. So I went in, I stripped all the paint, laid down the base coats where I needed to lay them down at. The back and the collar was already white. Stripping that metallic orange off of this top part of the collar was a little difficult. Not as difficult as it would have been trying to lay down paint on top of a finish. I did buy a heat gun to make sure I could dry the paint and keep moving throughout the process without smudging and smearing paint. I did have some errors along the way, a lot of errors I had to fix along the way because I bought the wrong type of tape. I bought some blue 3M masking tape, did not stick at all. I don't know if I was doing something wrong or that maybe it's that roller tape or that type of tape is not the right tape, but it didn't work for me, so I ended up having to do a lot of touch-ups with toothpicks, dipping toothpicks into the paint and using it to go along edges, especially around the midsole, trying to cover up spots where the paint didn't stick when I pulled up the tape. And that was just on the first shoot. So on the second shoot, I decided not to tape as much, and I went in freehand, very, very nervous. But I took my time. I was very patient with myself and with the process. And after a couple of weeks, I was able to complete the shoot. It took me about, I'll say 2.5 weeks to complete the full process on both pairs. I went with Krylon matte finish because I watched Vic Almighty and he always says Krylon matte finish at the end of his videos, so that was just burnt into my head. I've been watching him for years. So when I went to get a finishing product, that was the only product that I was gonna buy to use on this pair, and it worked out good. As y'all can see, the finish is flat, just like I wanted it, because when you lay down the paint, it's very, very shiny. And I didn't have to paint the toe box, the black part of the toe box, but with the paint being shiny, I went ahead and sprayed the Krylon matte finish all over the shoe to make the finish match. I don't know if it would have matched if I would have just sprayed the parts that I painted. Now, for future reference, do not get that matte finish or any type of finish as far as I'm concerned at this point. Don't get that finish on the tongue. It will turn your tongues different colors. This black tongue started turning white, and I had to go in and deglaze the parts where I got the overspray from the finish on the tongue. That's one thing nobody told me, and I hadn't ever seen in a video. Nobody ever said that out loud. As far as what I heard is from watching customization videos, do not get that finish on the tongue unless you're painting the tongue, especially if it's black nylon. It started turning white. It was not a good look, so I had to deglaze that after I finished it. Another thing is, when I sprayed the finisher, some of the glue stains from the shoe started turning white. And it's not the cleanest look, but I'm cool with it. Again, this was my first custom, so I'm not gonna be too hard on myself. I didn't do this for anybody else. I did it for me. It's going on my foot. I'm gonna know it. Y'all gonna know it because y'all watching the video, but anybody that sees me rocking these out in the street, and these will be rocked ASAP, trust me. Anybody that sees these from a distance out in the street, not gonna be able to tell. I can't really tell. If I put them down on the floor right now, from sitting in this chair, I won't be able to see it. So I know it's there, but I'm not gonna make a big fuss about it. It's on both sides. Any glue stains that were apparent on this pair turned white when that matte finish hit them. So that's just something for y'all to be aware of. I don't know what that is. I guess it's a chemical reaction, but I'm just so happy with the way these came out, man. Especially this side, because this was my original idea. So this right shoe, and I'm right-handed, right-footed by nature. This right shoe had to be the one, this side, of course, that I like the most, because this is my original idea. Even though I love the way the medial side looked, because it is the shattered backboard 1.0 look. And we know how shattered backboards are. We know that's one of the most coveted Jordan 1s out there as far as general releases are concerned. So yeah, man, I just wanted to chop it up with y'all about this one, man. I'm super happy about these. I do want to encourage anybody that's thinking about trying to do customs, because I've been thinking about it for a long time. Like I said, I watch a lot of customization content when it comes to sneakers. I was very, very apprehensive. I was a little timid, afraid a little bit. I didn't want to ruin a brand new sneaker. I didn't want to start doing it and lose interest or make so many mistakes where I didn't want to finish it. I'm proud of myself, man. I went through the whole process, got it done in a decent amount of time. I do want to let y'all know, don't come at me talking about customs, trying to commission me for customs. I'm in no way, shape, or form a professional with this. I'm not taking contracts at all. It's very, very time consuming. Like I said, it's a little bit nerve-wracking, and I'm just getting started. I probably will do more customs in the future. They will probably be few and far between, because this is just something that really came across because I had the electro orange and I just didn't like the whole white heel collar thing. Situation presented itself, the ideas came, and I just rolled with it, man. Talking about Angela's, the leather quality did not suffer at all from the paint. I'm hoping that I put enough coats on it to where it's gonna wear the way a normal sneaker would wear. And that orange, I just love that orange bottom. It's not an exact match to the paint, but it's close enough for me to where it's not a problem. So that's that on these, man. For real. I'm really proud of myself. They're not perfect, but they're good enough for me. Especially for a first attempt at using paint, man. So yeah, if this is something y'all interested in, man, do your research, watch videos. If you know people that customize, is willing to give you advice or any type of help during the process, take it in stride, man. Listen to them. If you think they know what they're doing, listen to their advice, listen to their opinions about different ways of doing customs, different methods, different approaches, because it will help you. Like I said, my two bros, they looked out for me. They gave me a lot of good information, and I had to just go out and get the materials and get it done myself. And I'm proud of myself. I really am. And these going on feet, they're gonna be outside. They might get even a little beat up, because now I know I can fix them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the one thing that's pretty much a side effect of me doing my first custom, is now I know I can fix damages on my sneakers. I got a couple of pairs already that got a little bit of damage on the paints here and there, and now I know I can fix it and make it look right again. So for that reason, I'm also happy, man. So that's these, man. Jordan 1 High OG shattered backboard, custom 4.0, top 3 NRG, straight to the toe, shoe dogs, right here. That what these is. Yo man, hit that like button, subscribe to 808 Kicks, turn on your notification bell so y'all can stay up to date with what we doing over here, alright? I appreciate y'all, man. It's your boy Q Rocker. Get with y'all on the next one. Peace.